This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Before we get on to what we're going to do today, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who is subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel. It is all very much appreciated. Right, what we're going to do today is we're going to try and fill in the gap, some of the gaps, ahead of the upcoming Classic Watch 2023 website, which will be found at classicwatch2023.ml. We've already got some pattern race horses and horses identified in the summer months of 2022. What we need to do now ahead of the trials that are coming in March, April and May is really take a look at the last couple of months of 2022, the sort of 2-year-old maidens that may have been run after the November handicap, around November time, October, November time, as the flat season came to an end on the turf and on the all-weather, heading towards the end of the year. So I will be back shortly. Also, we're going to take a look at some horses that may have been identified before the process started back in August 2022 and haven't ran in the interim. We might be taking a look at some of them as well. So I will be back shortly and we will start cracking on through these horses. Thank you very much for watching, and by the miracles of technology, I will be back shortly. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. And welcome back. The next horse I have for you is one identified towards the end of October, and that is one running in France, the Jean-Claude Rouget trained, Écurie de Monco owned Snowpark. This one here I do feel is a very nicely bred filly by Dubawi out of Starlet's sister, which makes her a very well bred filly indeed, related to such horses, which she is a half brother to a stallion already the winner of no other race than the Arc in 2020, and it also won the 2020 French Derby as well. Sotsas, it also won the Prix Niel in 2019, and it won the Prix Gannet in 2020 as well as winning the Prix de Jockey Club in 2019. A very nice horse, Sotsas was, of course. And also two decent fillies. The first one, Sister Charlie, who was top class in both France and America, was runner-up behind Senga in the 2017 French Oaks after winning the Group 3 Prix Penelope, and then went to America in 2017 and was second also in the Belmont Oaks Invitational when trained for that one-off occasion by Chad Brown. Chad then took over the horse after that, steering it to several Group 1 wins in America, including a run there of 6 consecutive Group 1 victories between July 2018 and October 2019. Obviously, she might have had races in between that have not made the Racing Post list, of it being an American race. But like you say, some top class form there. 6-time American Group 1 winner. That one is by My Boy Charlie. And there is also My Sister Nat, sired by Acclamation, and she is due off to the barn soon. Another very, very good filly in both France and America, winning the 2018 Group 3 beat Prix Bertrand de Tarragon in France. Also placed at Group 2 level in France in the Prix de la Nonette behind Castilla, and then after going to America, a further Group 3 victory there, and another 2 Group 3 victories actually in 2020 at Saratoga in the Weyer Stakes, and then in 2021 at Belmont in the same race, the Weyer Stakes. Likes that race quite clearly. And then in between that, some very good runs at Group 1 level. She was placed in the 2020 Flower Bowl Stakes behind Civil Union. She was also placed in the 2021 Flower Bowl Stakes and behind one of mine there in the 2021 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mares Turf. Oh yeah, that's right. Behind the Japanese horse Loves Only You. So 3 very nice horses there. You will see that on the main pedigree it is family 16H. This horse, you'll see the dam there, Starlet's sister, also trained by Roya Dupre, down as racing 3 times on the Racing Post. She actually did race 4 times, but without much success at all on the track herself. She is also by Galileo. So we're on this Dubawi Galileo cross here, which is very useful, I do feel. The next dam, Premier Creation. She was actually quite a nice filly as well. In France and America, really. We'll see there in England, in France, she only raced 3 times, but she was second in a Group 2, and she was also placed in a Group 1 in America also. And she has also foaled some fair horses. You'll see there that she was 3rd in the 2000 Del Mar Oaks, and she was the Group 3 that she won. The was placed in was the Prix Chloe. So she had some decent enough form in France and America, and she foaled a couple of horses that also made their mark at pattern level. Anabar's Creation managed to win a stakes race. She won the listed race in 2006, the Prix Isomony. And if people look, she was actually 3rd in the 2007 Prix Saint Allery as well. And she was also 3rd placed in the 2009 Clement Elhurst Stakes, where she was only beaten ahead by no less than Zenyatta. So she was a nice filly in her own right, as was Leo Starlet. People have to say that Leo Starlet had a decent enough career as well by Galileo also. She was the winner of the 2008 Group 3 Prix Cleopatra. She was 9th in the French Oaks, which Zarkava won. She was also placed in the 2008 Prix de Mailleret. So she had a nice career as well. Neither of them really made much of an impact at stud, sadly, immediately. I mean, this is one where I've decided not really to take a look at many of the descendants, because the lines, the direct lines that we're breeding are so good. With them 3, an ARC winner, multiple classic performers so far, and we are only, as people saw, at the second dam of the horse, Premier Creation. The 3rd dam of the horse, called Alwaki, and that horse was unraced. If people look at Alwaki, they will see it is unraced. She was unraced. And the next dam, Alloy, we found an interesting enough horse in France out of Alloy. If people look at Alloy, before we start, they'll see that she raced 14 times and won 3, including 2 decent races there in France. The winner of 372,000 francs there. So she won some decent races, Alloy. You'll see there, if we look at her France Gallop form, the listed win there came in 1984. Back-to-back listed wins there, in fact. And she was also tried at Group 3 company before retiring. And the horse we found was a horse called Fast Cure. They raced in America and in France. Won a handicap in America, $41,000 handicap. It was Group 3 placed in America as well as Group 2 placed. Actually, it was placed at all levels, Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3 placed in America and also in France. It was also a listed winner. So an interesting horse there, I felt. Later on in the pedigree, Alloy, we'll see, is out of a horse called Alaya. And Alaya herself, once we found her place on the legacy table that we looked at on Family 16H, we also noted that she was herself won the Italian 1,000 guineas. There she is. In 1967 by Gallivanter, it's a funny old name horse. And there she is. That horse, Alaya, actually won the Italian 1,000 guineas. So there is plenty to go on here with this horse. Red Bullet, I've actually clicked on a couple of times by mistake, is an interesting one as well, because Alaya, as people will see if they look at Snowpark, they will in fact see Alaya is the 5th dam of this filly, and she is also the 4th dam of the 2000 Preakness winner and former stallion Red Bullet. So there's more classic form there in case anybody needed any. But I do feel that this horse, Snowpark, is a decent filly. You know, it's quite a well-bred filly, and it's unbeaten. It's won 1 out of 1. One cautionary tale that we must give, though, before we take a look at this race, is the Racing Post only decided to rate the race 80, and the horse only did win by half a length. But as an unbeaten filly that's related to classic winners, you know, it just has to go on the list. I mean, we wouldn't be able to look ourselves in the face if this won a classic last year when we weren't with it. You know, so let's watch it win at Deauville before we think about wrapping this video up, shall we?
That's just about that now. A mile the race distance here. All newcomers, they're off and racing. These fillies underway, and Tilak's had a horrible start there. Tilak really fluffed the start. Fayal is one of the first ones to show. Madame de Saxe moving forward as well now with Snowpark towards the inside, and Kaliza close up in 4th place. Kamaya's not that far away as now Zayana improves towards the outside. Child of the Moon and My Emotion with this group, and then the 2 at the back are Visa, who races ahead of the slow starting Tilak, who is still in last place but at least has latched on to the main group. But one would assume that Tilak would need to be quite special to overcome that dreadful start and still go on and win this race. But we shall see as they race round towards halfway. Madame de Saxe leads the field as they make their way round this turn, with Fayal around the outside, then close up still Snowpark. The one widest on the track is Zayana with the stars on the sleeves. Zayana's followed by Kaliza, still Snowpark towards the inside. Toward the outer now is Kamaya, and they're followed by Child of the Moon, My Emotion in company with Visa, and Tilak is still the back marker. Heading round then in towards the home straight. Madame de Sags continues to lead from Fayal, then Zayana pumped along towards the wide outside of the field. Snowpark's in 4th place, taking a bit of time for Kamaya to hit top gear, but here she comes now, and Kalaisa's equally one pace further back in the field. Tilak is catching the eye from the back end of the field, finishing off very strongly. Up front, Fayal being joined now by Kamaya. Between the two of them, Snowpark is coming home best of all. Snowpark getting up to win from Kamaya in behind those. Fayal was 3rd home. Snowpark, number 5. Jean-Claude Rouget enjoys further success.
I mean, that to me, you have to describe that as a typical French race, don't you? You know, you saw how much ground that horse lost at the start. They still had plenty of time to catch them up, you know. They crawl round, they have a little sprint at the end, and Snowpark wins the race. But there is no doubt that she is a well-bred filly. We have to follow her through the French 3-year-old campaign on the back of that. Right, boys and girls, I'm going to wrap this video up and leave it there, I think. What I will do at the end is there will be a couple of steers at the end. One of them will be allowing people who are that way inclined to subscribe to the channel. That will mean that they won't miss any more horses going forward. And then there will also be a list to the playlist containing every 2-year-old that we're taking a look at so far, heading towards the 2023 Classics. I think there's over 50 videos in there for you to get stuck into. Right then, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the video, and take care.